subject of properties that studios held the rights to but never did anything with it, little known fact, in the mid to late 90s, um, Fox Kids actually held the rights to Slayers.
Oh, I
Are
remember
you
that.
serious?
Yep. They couldn't broadcast it the way they wanted to because a lot of the content and particularly the nature of Slayers. Now, to be fair, Slayers, when you compare it to, say, something like Angel or what they're planning to do with the Sabrina the Teenage Witch reboot, Slayers, by comparison, is very, very tame.
Hmm.
Yes, there is magic involved, but it's done in the way whereby you could leave, say, someone of 12 to 14 alone of it, and they come out of it just fine. They just see it for what it is entertainment. But Slayers, if you were trying to sell it to a preteen audience or, anybody in the 8 to 10 demographic, I don't think it would get over too well because, I don't know, particularly considering Lina is very adverse in black magic, which is probably not the sort of thing you want to project onto pre-double digits.
Oh.
Well, it's one thing, and this is a thing, and Wynn knows this very well, particularly in the OVAs and the movies, Lina has no scruples about dropping the occasional B-bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly in what they refer to as Slayers the Motion Picture, or as it's known in Japan as Slayers Perfect, Lina gets to such a point where Joy Rock is feeding off of the energy of others to such a point where they're left zombified. He just utters, "You bastard." And Lina's not usually a very righteous person. It's just push her to that level where people are being robbed of their liberties and their humanity. It's like, okay, now you crossed the line.
You've gone so far that even I'm feeling righteous. Stay out of the way, Naga.
Gosh dang, you beat me to it again.
I gotta watch that ADV
Hell
dub.
yeah.
I gotta watch that ADV dub. Also, I was kind of expecting the fact that they would edit out all of the jokes following this about, like, how Gowry and everybody else jokes about Lina being flat-chested.
It's funny you bring
They would
that
be
up.
censoring out the boob jokes.
Yeah, they would. It's funny you bring that up. Not within the first 5 minutes of Slayer's Perfect opening up. Lina's just down by the beach, just having like fish sticks after robbing the brigands that were going to be robbing her. And Naga's like, "Who is this foolish person that would challenge me?" And she's like, "What the hell are you doing here, Naga?" And then goes making, remarks by saying, "I might have noticed some flat-chested, feather-brained bully souls with no clue to speak of would try to do." Never mind. Don't take this personally. All she does fireball.
Oh,
You're
man.
a meanie, Lina.
I like how she's
Oh,
just
man.
so I like how she's
You're-
just so I like how she's just so casual. It doesn't even conjure up a huge amount. Just takes her finger, fireball. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get up for this.
Yeah. And I'm still reminded of, like, the episode where when Slayer's Next, where Martina goes undercover as, like, a maid to try to put a curse on Lina Inverse.
Oh no.
Yeah, is that
I'll do anything for the great Lord Zamigusta.
Lord Zamagusta? And of course, I've met Rachel Lewis once again over at Animate. She still remembers me. So I still remember like the whole both of them are getting cursed and they're sort of like pulling each other and they're fighting, and then sort of like all of a sudden you hear Martina say, "Oh yeah, washboard chest," and then Lina go, "Oh, that's it." It's like, "Oh, Lina, you're gonna destroy both of these." "I don't care. I'm taking her down."
Actually, actually went more like this. Washboard, just what did you call me? The one who sold it better is they start pulling on each other because they're both cursed, and all you hear is from Zelgoddess is, "Oh, this is smart."
Oh, this is smart. Oh, funny random line I still remember from Zelgoddess. They were over at like it's in that same episode. Like so like they're at like the baths. So like Zelgoddess pulls out a piece of his hair and he goes, "I have split ends."
Yeah, not to mention he's taking a pair of pliers to do it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
And of course the funniest part is with Lina and Amelia. So like, geez, he's so mature. And then opens the door, looks at him, "Hey, Miss Lina," and then it's so like, or like Amelia shot of her breasts and go like, "So much for being immature."
that was the thing. That was the thing. Lina at that stage was established as being 16 in Next, and I think Lina's official height has been something like 5'2", 5'3", and Amelia, I think, is a year younger than Lina and maybe a couple of inches shorter, and yet she's more developed.
Ample.
Makes
That's
sense
another
seeing who her sister is.
Yeah, that's another sign that Amelia and Naga are related.
The difference is Amelia does not do that laugh.
That whole
Funny thing.
I'll spare you. I'm feeling merciful tonight.
Funny thing. When Kelly Madison was originally cast in the role as Naga, they showed her a clip of the Japanese voice actor doing the laugh, and
Maria Kawamura, I think.
thank you. They would try to like a variation of ways of how to do Naga's laugh and even get the sound engineer in, and eventually one of the directors say, just try laughing as the Japanese voice actress, and it's been 17 years and that laugh still makes my toes curl. I remember bringing home the Scary Chimera Plan on VHS back in the day from Forbidden Planet, because at the time there weren't too many Slayers DVDs available in the UK. And because again, I went into this curious because I'd seen the preview on the Sonic OVA DVD. I thought, okay, I'll give this a whirl. Hooked on the first go, like when, because, just saw it out of curiosity. I'm like, I need to see more. This is really decent.
And as I said, much as I love anime, it's one of the few that I can definitely remember that has a very three-dimensional female lead.
Mm-hmm.
I think because when you think about Slayers in its own right, it is meant to be, I don't want to say a parody, but it does make fun of the tropes of sorcery and swordplay, where most people think of the lead protagonist that's female and that as being tall, blonde, and ample-chested and what have you, and being wholesome, righteous, and yet Lina, not so tall-statured, not so kind and righteous, greedy, bad-tempered, glutton, not so ample-chested, and will fireball you if you should so happen get on your bad side, which with Slayers I've lost count the amount of times that has happened.
Same here.
But it's just the Scary Chimera Plan. First of all, it's where you hear Old Man Duel goes, "Oh, I'm not planning to use a copy. I'm planning to, to turn you into a chimera." "Oh, I see. In that case, gets even worse. And then cue Naga's laugh. Ugh.
Bondage Queen of Darkness has awoken.
Girl, are you seriously reading my mind these days? Because that was going to be my next line.
Mind taking. Ooh. That and I might have
let's
stolen the
see.
Millennium Eye from Pegasus when he wasn't looking.
There is something about that particular variation of Slayers where, particularly the art style, right from the opening segments, the way the coloring, the shading, and the lighting is done within it. It's got so much atmosphere already, and they couldn't have cast anyone better for Lina than Cynthia Martinez. I mean, I love Lisa Ortiz to death as Lina in the Central Park Media version, and by extension Funimation with Slayers Revolution and Slayers Evolution are. But this is where Wen and I have a very agreed opinion of this. There is something about Cynthia's fiery delivery as Lina. There's just it's apples and oranges. I mean, Lisa is good. Cynthia is just that much better. Again, especially when you hear her cast the Dragon Slave for the first time in Slayers the Motion Picture, it's like she's reaching down into a part of herself that she only delivers when she goes to utter the line for that spell. There's so much raw energy in her voice, and it's just like, yeah, don't screw with this lady and her food. Just don't, unless you wish to be nuked off the map.
Yeah, just ask Martina and her kingdom.
Oh dear. Trouble is, whenever I listen to Martina, I can't help but hear Jesse. That is the biggest problem with some of the voice actors that they do use, which would then go on to do things like Pokemon and what have you. They don't really lose a lot of range. With Lisa Ortiz, she at least tries to vary the way she would use her voice. I mean, in Slayers Revolution, because she had voiced Amy Rose for so long, you can hear a lot of Amy in Lina, which the weirdest thing is there's a little bit of a similar correlation between the two, because both of them can go psycho. Both of them have to this day, I still don't understand how Amy manages to summon psychokinetic hammers from her, particularly in the last episode of Sonic X from season 3, I believe it was, where Eggman's just trying to attack the village because reasons. All of a sudden, Amy just summons another hammer into her hand. I'm like, woman, how the hell are you doing this? But the thing I find that kind of separate, that makes Lina one of her better roles, is Lina's not playing an obsessive fangirl. But then again, could you imagine what she would be like if she was using some of Amy's projection through Lina and then going after Gary as if he's Sonic? That'd be so creepy.
Actually, the difference will be sort of like, Gary, stop calling me flat-chested. But it's true, Lina. I don't give a crap.